Today on Forbes, why the Blair Witch Project made a killing for the studio, but not its stars. When he learned this year that the Blair Witch Project was getting a reboot, Joshua Leonard, one of the original actors in the groundbreaking 1999 indie horror film that celebrates its 25th anniversary this week, was laid up in bed, battling COVID for the first time. He heard about the project, which horror director and producer Jason Blum is reviving for Lionsgate, at the same time as everyone else, when the news hit the press, which has been the case for every Blair Witch sequel. Leonard was also, to put it mildly, fed up. The 49-year-old vented his frustration the way most people do these days, on social media, with a long Instagram post that concluded, quote, "It's 25 years of disrespect from the folks who've pocketed the lion's share, pun intended, of the profits from our work, and that feels both icky and classless." Through a spokesperson, Lionsgate declined to comment for the story and has yet to publicly address the cast's requests or complaints. Given the monumental success of the franchise, an alternate title for the Blair Witch Project might be the little horror film that could. Based on the fictional tale of college kids who went missing while shooting a documentary about a witch hiding in the woods of Burkittsville, Maryland, it was filmed on a $35,000 budget. With marketing and post-production costs, that number rose to more than $250,000, but it went on to gross an astonishing $248 million at the global box office. Analysis by Opus Data shows the total gross revenue, including ancillary sources like video sales and rental, cable showings, and more, to be $372 million, a figure that appears to never have been reported. The film's three principal actors, Leonard, along with Heather Donahue and Michael C. Williams, became overnight stars. They were only paid $1,000 for the 2 weeks it took them to shoot Blair Witch with handheld video cameras. How much additional money the stars made for the film, and how much they could have made, has never been reported. Forbes conservatively estimates that since the film's premiere, the actors received $375,000 each, with the majority coming from settlements and, importantly, not from the film's box office profits. If the actors had been paid according to their original contract, Forbes estimates they would have each received approximately $1.3 million, which is closer to $2.5 million when adjusted for inflation. Why the Blair Witch actors never received those millions is a case of some classic Hollywood accounting, a practice that studios historically employed to hide financials, and therefore avoid sharing profits with a movie's cast and crew. Over the past quarter century, the trio watched as Blair Witch became a sprawling franchise, with 2 sequel films, made-for-TV movies, books, video games, and even a Las Vegas escape room. The 3 stars came together last month in a wide-ranging Variety interview to call out Lionsgate, the studio that owns Blair Witch, and is rebooting the franchise with horror master Blumhouse Productions, with a list of requests for the millions of dollars in back pay they feel they are owed. Among the issues the 3 are fighting for are residuals, standard and SAG-AFTRA agreements, workers' rights, and a heads up before a new Blair Witch movie is announced, to prepare for seeing their names and faces all over the internet yet again. But mostly, they say, they want to be finally acknowledged by Lionsgate for their contribution to the film's success, including the use of their real names as their film characters. At the heart of their decades-long beef with Lionsgate is the original contract each of them signed. Like their film characters, the contract is missing, or at best, AWOL. When the then 20-something actors were hired to do Blair Witch, a non-union production, they signed a page-and-a-half deal memo, without thinking much of it. Leonard says, quote, "There was nothing at stake. We were so grateful to be making $500 a week, because that meant we didn't have to hump it doing our day jobs." The key part of the deal memo was a single line guaranteeing the actors to 1% of net profits if the movie grossed over $1 million. Net profits are infamously a part of opaque Hollywood accounting, and almost as old as the movie business itself. Bottom line, there is no guarantee anyone contractually owed net profits will ever see a dime. For full coverage, check out Lisette Voitko-Best's piece on forbes.com. This is Kieran Meadows from Forbes. Thanks for tuning in.